Aloha and happy Equinox for everyone out there on my YouTube channel. Happy autumnal equinox for those of you in the northern hemisphere, and happy spring equinox for those of you in the southern. I'm out here in the sun, in the water, communing with nature, as the time of the equinox is really powerful to go out into nature, to ground and to feel what to me feels like light rays and emanations occurring, the communication between the sun and the earth at unprecedented levels at this time. And so I wanted to share with you a bit about what the equinox really is. So many years ago, about 5 years back now, I discovered something called the Celtic calendar. And the Celtic calendar was mind-blowing for me because it changed what each of the seasons actually, what each of the equinoxes and solstices actually represent. And so today on the autumnal equinox, you know, we're told through mainstream culture that today is this is the beginning of autumn in the northern hemisphere and the beginning of spring in the southern hemisphere, right? It's a big season shift. However, when I started studying the Celtic calendar, what I found blew my mind. That actually the equinoxes are not the beginning of spring or the beginning of autumn. They are the high point of spring and the high point of autumn. Yeah, like the peak frequency of it. And so how do they calculate that? So for the Celtic calendar, the first day of spring is actually February 1st. Yeah, so it goes way back. And then the spring equinox, March 21st, as it is here in the northern hemisphere, is actually the high point of spring. Then we get to summer, the summer solstice, and the summer solstice is not actually the beginning of summer in the Celtic calendar. It's actually the high point of summer. It's like the full expression, full energy, full light, full power of the summer months. I'm just getting a little more sun for y'all. And so it is such a shift. It is such a change in the frequency when you start to tune into what's actually happening in nature, which the Celtic calendar is so much older, and they were really in tune with nature. They were so in tune with nature that they would often have, you know, lambs, livestock, cattle living in their longhouses with them over the winter. And so when the lambs and the rams, etc., started losing their fur, like, oh, well, spring has begun, right? Right. And so it has been so powerful for me to start following this system. And so the actual beginning of summer in that system is August 1st, and the beginning of the autumnal season, I think I messed that up. So the beginning of autumn, is actually August 1st. And then the beginning of winter, are you ready for this? The beginning of winter is actually October 31st, Halloween. And the beginning of the new year is actually on November 1st. And so it's such a powerful shift to learn about this. I know for me, and then the winter solstice then becomes the high point of winter. It's like we're almost done, we made it through the hump, and then spring will begin February 1st. So I wanted to share this information with you all because it's been revolutionary for me of getting more in tune and more in touch with nature, more in tune and more in touch with the cycles of the seasons. And I used to feel that I never got enough summer. Like the solstice would be, okay, summer begins in June, okay, I'm ready for it. And then it'd be over. I'd be like, where were those summer months? And so according to the Celtic calendar, summer actually begins May 1st. And so it's a totally different archetype. It's a totally different calendar. And so when we start to get in touch with that information, wow, it's amazing how much more in tune and connected and in flow we feel. I've been doing this for several years, staying in touch with this system of timing. And so I wanted to share it with you all. I hope it's helpful. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you missed last night's really powerful Equinox energy activation, energy clearing astrology update, where we dove deep into what's going on with this Equinox energy, the replay is on my page. I send you so much love, so much light, and I am offering a special Equinox discount rate to get True the Stars sidereal astrology readings with me and energy clearing for $99 a session right now, which is kind of a huge deal. So if you would like to find out more, you can message me at blossomwithlotusnow@gmail.com or just leave a comment below. So I send you biggest love from the sun, from nature, from my heart. Wishing you all a beautiful equinox, powerful time. Biggest love. Aloha.